And first things first, let's talk about what is essential in swing and jazz dancing, swing and jazz music. You will find that the steps, the actual footwork and vocabulary is very similar in many different dance styles. Like you can find basic Charleston step in Latin American styles and street styles. It's going to be the same step, but what will make difference is the groove. And so what is the swing and jazz groove? It's called bounce, and it goes like this, together with the bass. Go-dung, dung, 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 go-gong, go-dung, dung, 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 go-gong. So where does the bounce live and how does it act and behaves and who are its enemies? The bounce lives in the pelvis, in your knees. Every time it's the idea of collapsing, going down. And imagine that instead of joints in your knees and in your pelvis and in your hips, you have jelly, something marshmallow, that every time you go into your bounce, it never ever stops. And it's super essential because this is your timing, this is your music in your body. Ka-dung, dung, 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 dung. Shagadu, dagadu, 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 da. Bounce has an enemy. It looks very similar, but it's completely different. And the enemy's name is jumping. It goes like this. Ba-dang, dang, 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 ka-dang. You definitely notice that intention of the two is completely different. Jumping has an intention to go up. Bouncing has an intention to go down. When we jump, we lift the cargo of our brain, of our head, of our chest, of our hips. We work really strongly with our arches in order to lift our body up and down. This is very energy consuming and definitely not necessary. Bounce has an idea of release, breath down, continuous gravity to the floor. So imagine you have this gigantic golden medal hanging from your chest. You're folding your body, you're folding your bones. Very important thing to be aware of. How are we folding? Because of course when I say let's go down bouncing, something like this can happen. And this is very important too, for us to define where do the hips go. Instead of the desire to connect your hips with your chest right here, as if you're eating something with your belly, instead of having this trajectory, vice versa. Imagine you're sitting on a bar chair. So hips are drawn back. Chest is drawn forward. The weight is primarily on the balls of your feet. It's very interesting because the jazz dance styles, the roots are in African style. So therefore, we want this position, this groove. We pretty much never have straight legs in jazz dancing. So a live body, every part of the body moves. No need to become something like this, monumental, just going up and down. Everything is alive. There's blood running through every single part of your body, and we're grooving with the music and with the bass.